Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani. Our topic today is the 7th stanza of Jup Ji, which goes as follows. Je jug chare arja, ਹੋਰ ਦਸੂਣੀ ਹੋਏ, ਨਵਾਂ ਖੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣੀਐ, ਨਾਲ ਚਲੈ ਸਭ ਕੋਏ, ਚੰਗਾ ਨਾਮ ਰਖਾਏ ਕੈ, ਜਸ ਕੀਰਤ ਜਗ ਲੇ, ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਨਦਰ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਤਾਂ ਬਾਤ ਨਾ ਪੁੱਛੈ ਕੇ, ਕੀਟਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀਟ ਕਰ, ਦੋਸੀ ਦੋਸ ਧਰੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਗੁਣ ਕਰੇ, ਗੁਣਵੰਤਿਆਂ ਗੁਣ ਦੇ, ਤੇਹਾ ਕੋਇ ਨ ਸੁਝਈ, ਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਗੁਣ ਕੋਇ ਕਰੇ. Now, this passage should be considered and contextualized as perhaps the culmination of the previous 6 pauris, because in the subsequent pauris that are to come, namely 8 through 11, we will notice a pivotal shift. So, by way of summarizing what we have learned so far or imbibed so far, we've certainly touched on some key philosophical concepts that are central to understanding Guru Nanak's message. Starting with Ek Onkar, or the One, expressed as Satnam, the true name, informing the manifest universe as a numinous presence. Hukam, that we learnt about, or the creative agency of Satnam, regulating and directing the evolving universe. And it is to this hukam that we must conform. Haume, or the process of creation, individuation, which also signifies our own symbolic existence. It is this existence that impels us into a self-centered narcissistic existence. And that is what obscures hukam and our true purpose. We also picked up on Amrit Vela, or time, that death-defying time, whether it was an instant, a moment, a day, or a life, which is the time that is forever flowing, and yet an opportunity to act and connect with the Guru to realize our purpose. And we discovered that the term Guru is used in various ways. It is used to signify God, expressed as Shabad. We also use it to address Guru Nanak and his 10 historical forms, although I can hear some rumblings to that effect. But the fact of the matter is that that is how we do address them. And of course, we also refer to the Guru Granth Sahib as Guru. Again, it is a conventional way of addressing the Pothi Sahib. This Shabad, or Guru, has found its fullest expression in the person of Guru Nanak and is enshrined forever in the word that is contained in the Guru Granth Sahib. So coming to this passage, Guruji addresses what can be only termed as universal and primal human fears and desires that we all experience. For instance, the fear of death, the desire for immortality, the longing for fame, universal praise and recognition. These are traits that we recognize in ourselves and fuel the lives of millions even today. So let's take a quick look at the lines here. In the first line he says, even if your lifespan is 10 times the length of the 4 ages, Je jug chare arja hord suni hoye, this is a reference to Hindu cosmology, according to which time is cyclical and follows 4 cycles called Satyug, Treta Jug, Dwapar and Kaljug, with each cycle progressively shorter than the previous one. And each shortening cycle also corresponds to a decline in moral and physical state of humanity. So we happen to be in Kaljug. In the second pankti, he goes on to say that even if you are known in the entire universe and have no opposition, Nama Khanda Vich Janiye Nal Chale Sab Koe, the 9 regions or the parts of the universe that relate to the Hindu idea of how the universe is structured, and on to even if we admit that everyone sings your praises. Changa nao rakhai ke jas kirat jagale. So the question is, what? So what? Which he says in Pankti 4. Jetis nadar na ave, ta vat na puche ke. In other words, if you do not walk in hukam, then who cares? This is another way of saying that in spite of getting all the things that humans desire, we will not have accomplished our earthly mission, and our life will remain without true value. In other words, it'll be worthless. The Vat na puche ke, we know, is a common Punjabi expression to say, who cares? A life lived in ego consciousness, that is, a life of disharmony with hukam, is no better than that of a parasite and a worm, he tells us. Kita andar kitakar. And this life is burdened with self-remorse. Dosi dosatare. When you realize that you fail to recognize your true purpose and that life was a lost opportunity. And he ends by saying, Nanak nirgun gun kare, gunvantiyan gun de. The meaning here meaning that this Akal Purukh is the one that actually makes worthless nirguns into spiritually worthy gunvantis. We leave you with these thoughts. We can obviously recognize the rat race that we are all caught in. And it seems to me that Guruji is giving us some food for thought here and offering a way out. I think it would behoove us to really reflect on this message of Guru Nanak. Hope to see you tomorrow with the 8th Pauri. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.